Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Catty Rain. We last left off with a big computer puzzle and stuff, and it was a little bit tedious if you ask me about it. I'd rather do the exploring part, which we are going to do right
I'm
now.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
Wow. Alright. To the clinic. Oh, we can also go to the church or the nature reserve. But I like to finally meet Mr. Wade. Is that a bum that you found in the prison last time? It is, isn't it?
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
Wow.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Alright, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
What is your story, Mr. Homeless Guy?
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Of course it is.
So, I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. The Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Are those just...
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
They seem more like mockbusters to me.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Alright, Silence of the Lamb, of course. Jacob's... I don't know which this one is referencing. The Usual Suspects and Natural Born Killers.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder.
What?
During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
That is the dumbest way to die, if you ask me.
Tell me about the Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
I'm sure it is. Alright,
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon.
Sid
The
McBacon.
story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is.
That seems...
The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Natural Bald Killers.
Natural Bald Killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
These are all very bad plots. But at least they are better than that one German guy that keeps making movies based on games to evade taxes, because Germany has a pretty bad taxing law in regard to making movies.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
I don't get
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
it.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
Excuse me.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
He's one of these guys, of course.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Huh. So maybe he's not that sick.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother?
Do-do-do.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
And last but not least...
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Oh, good for him.
Interesting.
Unless...
Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really, I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it, he's a friendly guy.
Alright, new suspect.
Alright, I might do that.
Subject.
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of
They
course
used
you
to call
did.
me Dunk Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Mei Lin and Little Ping.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy.
This guy. I don't think I'm going to get much out of him.
Wanna smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer. I'm keeping it under control with a fruitarian diet.
Of course you do.
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other 2?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
So this
I
guy,
could, but only if I had a really good reason.
I don't know, he's kind of annoying.
Do you know what this key opens?
Your heart, mademoiselle?
Oh, brother.
Yeah,
Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Enlightening.
alright.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
We are not going to
Alrighty.
get a lot out of him.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Something else? Apparently not.
Uber, the friendly bum in denial.
Let's go have a talk.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. I can't read it from here. I can't read it from here.
What do
I
you
can't read it from
mean?
here. I can't read it from here.
You can.
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understandable, to be honest. Excuse me, nurse?
Excuse me?
Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow. Again? No thanks. I'm gonna have to think outside the box.
Outside the box.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
Well, that's... you know...
Time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
Aw. Okay, so this is obviously
Rows
not
and
going to
columns of
work.
Files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging. A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she would object to that.
Let's go upstairs, shall we? They are not going to stop us? Okay.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Oh.
Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out.
Well, you know, that's a good thing. Some people just go to the doctor for nothing. For no real reason. Oh, I get what we need to do. This guy.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best. The very best.
Of course.
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cracking up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Ooh. Probably Jacob's Bladder.
Definitely Jacob's Bladder.
I'm feeling the pressure.
Yep.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Huh.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Huh. So, either
Hey, doof.
Oh,
either we have to, you know, one of the four needs to be right,
Hey.
sure.
right?
Oh,
It's from the sign language, so
swell. How I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. My chest, no. It can't be. Hold me.
Go on.
Thank you. You've been a great audience.
alright, this isn't, So either he's going to be bad at all four his performances, or...
Hey, doof.
Oh,
Hey,
sure.
how about
Business as usual.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Goofus, Douglas, Michael Douglas. You can do it.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's this smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Why does he only say that he is going to die and not really act like he's going to die? Can we somehow... If the fourth one isn't going to work, then I am
Hey,
kind of
doofus.
at a loss.
Oh,
Hey.
sure.
Now,
Ball, move.
Mm-hmm.
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again. Turn this scalp into a breathtaking golden carpet, such as the world has never seen. Okay, Doctor, I'm counting down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Yeah. Ah. Okay, I can actually interact.
hey, doof.
Oh,
Which one was the one with the Caesar again?
Hey,
sure.
how about
Business.
That one. And then...
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's this smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Nurse? He's seizing!
Oh, no! Yeah.
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Nah. So that worked. Mm-hmm. Oh no. No.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Uh-huh. So obviously the username is going to be C Mendes and the password is going to be
Calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
1991. Right? I haven't got a name again. I have a very
Employee
good...
of the month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
C. Mendes. C. Mendes. 1991. No. But I got the username. So.
Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant. Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
So.
Employee of the Month, Carlita Mendez. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. Smoking allowed.
There needs to be
thanks.
some kind
Women's
of...
magazines make my brain melt.
What's the clue?
Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Ugh. This is frustrating. What's the clue? Is there something else that I can click on, or?
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to. A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
Yeah, I know, but we need the password. No.
Smoking allowed.
Ah.
A calendar from 1991.
I could swear that they... ...1991. Yeah, so this thing is correct. What could she use as a password? I'm clueless. I'm absolutely clueless. No. Let's try to find some other clues, shall we? Oh, look at that. Nothing. Church. I will find out. I will.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Alright, this guy is reasonable so far.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion. Every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Seems reasonable.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Alright. New clue, new clue.
What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town these days.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now, getting medical treatment.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Perhaps I should go talk to him. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the line.
Not everyone. But,
Do you know anyone who goes by the nickname Cocky?
I have no idea. Sorry.
I don't know how many people today still want a priest beside them if they are close to dying. I don't want that personally. I'm not a religious person myself. And I don't think any one of my family did as well.
Do you know anything about Lily Meyer's art?
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work. Vibrant, surreal landscapes.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't see any of her later work?
No. By then she started skipping art class completely from what I heard.
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear it was pretty twisted.
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know what was truly haunting her.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it out to be.
An unusual theory. How so?
People have taken a particular interest in her art. I think there's more to it.
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent to speak of.
This guy. I don't know, there's something with this guy.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one.
I'm sure
This
it is.
church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area, as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed, the stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
I see.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Well, struggling times for the churches right now, so... You know... No disrespect. But it's just something that happens everywhere in the world right now. Well, at least first world countries. I'm pretty sure.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Huh. Okay.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy.
Subtle.
I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
Uh-huh.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
I don't need to show.
No?
I sincerely doubt it will come to that.
Okay.
Do you know what this key opens?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Alright, that was it.
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
So this was a complete waste of my time.
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights.
The smoky lights.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
Oh yes, of course.
Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
Uh-huh.
Could lead to
Alright.
Isaac Price, the priest of the church.
I think that's enough for today. Thank you for watching. Next episode we are going to maybe go in here, and else we are going back at the clinic to if we find the password. And I think there was a third location. I forgot what that location was exactly. I'm not sure. But anyway, we are going to visit that as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and good day everyone.